Good afternoon. I'm stood with Stuart Holmes, who for over 29 years was the key organiser for the Stars and Stripes show. Now in his retirement he's an exhibitor, so it's good to meet up with him again. So I suppose in the 29 years, Stuart, you've had some trials and tribulations, have you, and stories to tell?
Yeah, it's been a great 29 years, really. One of the biggest factors is always the weather when you're doing outdoor shows, but I think in the main we've been lucky. On most weekends, at least one of the days has been reasonable. But yeah, it's been great, and I think American car owners they're all the same. They're all real passionate enthusiasts, and they're great to know. And it's been a pleasure to do it, really.
Did you actually start this yourself? Was it yourself, or
yeah,
with?
Well, we'd been doing the classic car shows for 2 years, and we were getting more and more American cars, and of course they're so big we couldn't fit them on.
Right.
So in the end, we decided a separate show for just American cars would be a good idea.
Yeah.
And we did that in 1989. And look at it now, still going strong.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And every single car's different.
Yes, yeah,
Every
really
single
good
car's
selection.
different.
Yeah.
Phenomenal selection. How many cars are, for example, exhibiting today?
Well, I mean, look at this. The pickup truck section has grown. There's got to be 1,000 cars on here today.
Yeah,
I'd say
got to
easily.
be, got to be.
And there's probably another 200 or 300 on the car park.
Yeah.
There usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it change your life being such a big part of this? Like, what did it do for you in your life? And obviously you've had some great years here.
It turned my children into American car fanatics, and they bullied me into buying these.
All
two.
right, okay.
Ah,
So
interesting.
now I'm a penniless, petrol-guzzling American car owner.
All right, wow, that's brilliant, Stuart. That's great.
And what's not to love? It is absolutely another world, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, all these shapes and styles from the 50s
Yeah.
and 60s. I mean, you'll just never, ever see cars built like this
Never.
again. They're just fabulous things, aren't they? The chrome and the styling.
Yeah.
And of course, because
year is this one?
this is a 68.
Right.
And of course, as you know, every model was changed every year.
Yeah.
How they did it, I've no idea.
Yeah.
So the variety you get at the shows is incredible.
Yeah.
Just because they change the styles for every single model year. So you've got a great variety.
And what are we looking at here? What is this model,
This
please?
is a Pontiac Catalina 2-door coupe from 1968.
Right.
It's got a 6.6 litre engine.
We'll get you to repeat the engine size again. What was that?
6.6 litre V8.
Right, amazing.
So it's pretty lively. You could put rubber down every time you set off, but
Yeah?
that'd be a bit of an expensive way
Yeah.
to run it, wouldn't it? But no, I just drive it very, very carefully.
Yeah.
And just enjoy, the thumbs up and the waves and the smiles. It's
Yeah.
just great fun, yeah.
I mean, what do you think of the car industry now? Do you think we're all the worse for losing something about these types of cars? Have we moved in the right direction or not? What do you
I
think?
think modern cars have got too many electronics on them, too many unnecessary gadgets and boot lids that open themselves and lights that come on and laptop screens for dashboards, and I just think they're overcomplicated, and I'd much rather go back
Yeah.
to this era.
I agree, don't you?
Yeah.
And they're far too expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of all the gadgets, they're so
I
expensive.
was explaining the difference in prices of parts between European cars. You can get American car parts reasonably priced versus European.
Yeah.
It's not a problem with Rock Auto and places like that.
I mean,
They're beautiful.
I've got some British classics as well. I mean, I love all the classics. I'm not just purely American, but it's definitely a golden era. So much simpler, so much easier
Yeah.
to work on, and luckily, most of them, the mechanical parts availability is really good. So you can keep them on the road fairly easily. Really.
And you can come here and you can get parts and network with people who know these cars inside out. I mean, it's quite a club of friendships.
Yeah,
it's a
it's brilliant.
social.
You mention a problem to somebody, and somebody that can either help you or they know someone that can help.
Isn't that incredible?
I mean,
Yeah.
for example, I'm with a friend today, Dave, who is a classic car specialist, and even this weekend, people have approached Dave and asked him if they can work
Yeah.
on their car. So
Yeah.
there's always someone around that knows somebody or can help you out with your car. It's brilliant.
I think we grew up in an amazing generation, didn't we? We often had our parents under the bonnet, absolutely knowing how cars worked. It's another world now. It has got more complicated, and maybe the joy isn't quite there. But when you see so many people that know cars inside out, they're happy to share. They're happy to enjoy talking about the cars. It's such a giving world, really.
Well, with the modern cars, I think I find people that are really quite handy mechanically, but when anything goes wrong with the modern car, it's straight to the dealership because you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But the older cars, they'll whip the bonnet and have it running in a few minutes, you know.
Yeah.
Marvellous. Well, thank you, Stuart, for taking some time with us.
No trouble.
It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. And we'll catch you at another show. Thanks for all that you've done over the years, making everyone happy, including your children.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lovely.
Bye.